Good afternoon from Ann Arbor and the campus of the University of Michigan. CBS Sports presents the Big Ten. It's a full house next to the Big House, with the Badgers trying to play the role of spoiler. Will be on display and a lot of size up front. Today, it's the Wisconsin Badgers and the second-ranked and unbeaten Michigan Wolverines. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan with Bill Raftery and Robbie Hummel. Thanks so much for joining us. A neat one here today in this conference with the Wolverines, Bill, one of 6 undefeated teams in college basketball.
They have decimated people. They're just extraordinary up front. Their defense is exceptional. The way they run the floor is incredible. You've got to get back and balance the floor. You're not going to get anything easy inside, Robbie.
For the Wisconsin Badgers, they're trying to build on their best win of the season Tuesday against UCLA. They're going to need the three-point line. They take as many threes as anybody in this league. The percentage, it's been a little bit hit or miss. We'll see today. They did make 10 on Tuesday. They're going to have to make a lot against a really good Michigan defense today.
And now Fast Analysis. It's brought to you by AT&T.
You love to talk about Michigan's offense, but it's very difficult to get anything easy around the rim. Size does prevail. Lead him to the big guy, Adai Mara. Extraordinary defensive measure. For his size, he's pretty mobile and defense.
Well, and for the Badgers, it's all about the guard play. I thought Nick Boyd on Tuesday had a great floor game. When he should have scored, he scored it. When he needed to pass, he found his teammates. He gets to the paint. He's not the biggest guy, but he loves to get inside. He's going to challenge these Michigan bigs this afternoon.
It's a rematch of the Big Ten tournament final from last season. The Badgers, the Wolverines, next on CBS.
Fans cheering in the stands when it's game day. Better make way. The weatherman said it's a great chance of a great day and a great game.
CBS Sports College Basketball coverage is sponsored by AT&T. Connecting changes everything. Progressive Insurance. Get slam dunk savings today. And by Taco Bell. What a run for Florida Atlantic, and Dusty May coaching then and now in his second season with the Michigan Wolverines here in Ann Arbor. Done a terrific job, and again just continues to churn over the roster. Lendeborg, who is playing a bit injured, we'll talk about that. The leading scorer for the Wolverines, Nick Boyd, leads the Wisconsin Badgers in scoring, and they are coached by Greg Gard, now in his 11th season for the Badgers. They're 10-5, Michigan 14-0. We love the opening tip, of course, because sometimes with the kind of size we've got here, Robbie, it's interesting to see.
Something's got to give here.
Should be a good win for Nolan Winter, though. He's given up some serious size there, Raph.
Why not steal the jump?
Oh, quick tip it. That's what you're looking
kind
for.
Of gratification.
Our officials this afternoon, Randy Richardson, Jason Phillips, and Tim Comer. Here we go, Badgers and the Wolverines.
Wisconsin goes into minute.
It wouldn't be college basketball.
No, it's iconic.
So here we go. The Wolverines are 4-0 in conference play and 7-0 at home. And they go inside Mara with a flush.
That's all that he can do so many things.
Well, and you clear out that empty side pick and roll. There's no help on the backside. It's a great find, and Lendeborg looking healthy early.
Badgers coming in 10-5. They have not won on the road, and they work right here. Today, by the way, they're going to be without Austin Rapp, who is averaging about 10 points a game, with Boyd on top.
Taking Boyd's left away. These open jumpers are big for Wisconsin. Nice rebound by Winston.
Nozauskas could not get that shot.
Robbie, you mentioned that empty side, nice roll. Mara's really gotten great with those hands, able to finish. Not much elevation, but it's not necessary.
Well, and think about just the fresh start for Adai Mara. Always has been talented, but certainly playing some of his best basketball of his career.
Likes to dribble to either hook, left or right.
Bielyauskas will defend. Another shot right inside, put up and in. Mara with 4.
And that's as well defended as about Bielyauskas can do. He's right there, but with Mara's size, it's just right over the top.
Now, this is a tough defensive scheme now for Mara. He's going to have to come away from the rim. Nice penetration.
Oh, careening for 2 inside. Boyd.
He gets back to his left route. It's unbelievable. Every scouting report. Face him right. He's got that capability, a little blow by with some great speed.
There's something about left-handed player. It's like you're so used to seeing the majority of players be right-handed that you just can't keep them away from it. But Nick Boyd, this is an incredible stat. He's averaging almost 10 points in the paint per game. 7th in the Big Ten Conference. All 6 players ahead of him are 6'7" or bigger. Boyd fears no one in the paint.
I was just going to say, among the guards, he is #1 in that category, and coming off a 20-point game in the win over UCLA.
And this is his job at the other end. Let Cadeau get in lane. That is key. He can finish and find some people.
Good job by Wisconsin. They're handling that Spain action, but Cadeau, he's been struggling a little bit, looking for that range here in January.
He doesn't struggle. Good, he gets those puppies organized. You got to stay at home on him.
His efficiency just jumps off the page. It's at the rim, it's in transition, it's catching 2 threes.
We won't go right there for Rhodey.
Yeah, the white shirts are back. They drilled this all week. They were telling us, Robbie.
This is a game where you might have 4 safeties. Michigan, they are going.
Nice spin out.
Mara with traffic.
They got a foul at the end, should have just let him go. Liuskis.
This is a big test for these Wisconsin bigs. Obviously, Nolan Winter very established, but you've got a lot of freshmen, whether it's Bielyauskas, Austin Rapp is out today. You've got Will Gerlach as well. They're going to test some really young players for the Badgers.
Bielyauskas picked up the foul, and here's Mara at the free throw line. The junior from Spain, the transfer from UCLA.
If there's a little problem, it's that right there. Some key shots against Penn State. Penn State played pretty good.
They did. Honestly, I thought, Raph, Michigan's pick and roll defense, not as good as we've seen on the season, whether that was in the drop or just how sharp they were with their switches, and they're going to see a million ball screens today with the way Wisconsin plays.
This is the test for them, because those blur screens, ghost screens, slips, and Mara's got to be very attentive. All the pointing, they're going to try and take advantage of the switches.
Wolverines beat Penn State Tuesday by 2. They were pushed. In fact, they dodged a potential game-winning shot at the buzzer in State College. Cross court, here's a shot. Blackwell, 3. That's a good sign.
That's a monster shot for him. 1 of 7 from 3, Raph, against UCLA on Tuesday.
He's more of a bouncer, get the post up, won't the dribble.
Blackwell with the 17 points, with the 4 rebounds and 3 assists against the Bruins and Madison. Mara,
Nice
good
drive.
feet inside. Lindeberg could not finish.
Got away with
Winters
it
trying
here.
to get in, and he got it to go.
Got to be tougher with the ball inside there. Pretty good defensive maneuver. Pretty good stop. Don't come up clean.
Mara
about that,
has
huh?
an
What a
incredible ability at his height to make plays for others. And then Lindeborg at UAB, a tremendous offensive rebounder. I think it's a little bit where each player, whether it's Lindeborg, Morez Johnson, Adai Mara, kind of cannibalizing their own numbers on the offensive glass. But those 3 guys can get there.
And to show you what kind of season Lindeborg had last year at UAB, he had over 600 points, 400 rebounds, over 150 assists. Only one other player in one season has ever done that.
They got that rebound with a bad calf, by the way.
Yes.
They have to elevate.
Larry Bird was that player.
Rare air.
Nice crossover.
And that shot will not go. Bielyauskas couldn't get it.
They're going to get that all night long. Just got to convert them.
The way that Mara wants to block shots, leads the league in blocks. He's going to hang around that paint.
Godot and Burnett. Here's another 3. And retrieved there by the hustling Blackwell. Bumped on the play. Out of bounds. Stepped on the wall.
Like Greg Gard saying that he didn't fall down by himself.
That could have been a foul.
Loose ball here, and maybe
A little
that
slide.
foot. He kind of did the slip and slide there.
Janicki out. No, brought him back. They're looking for him for some shooting.
Garlock is going to check in, the freshman. Ilyauskas will take a breather. And just underway here with Michigan unbeaten, the #1 net ranking in the country. They go up top.
Elevate, just go up.
Morant Johnson.
Wow, what is that there, Raph?
Take advantage of Boyd. Boy, they're passing beautifully.
Unbelievable. And that back screen there, it doesn't get a layup, but it does get the matchup down there with Boyd.
This is what he can do.
Blackwell penetrating.
And look at the help at the rim, though. Nothing free and easy.
That back screen there, Raph. And it's high-level stuff there out of that inbounds play. Really good. Get the mismatch and go right at it.
These dudes have a big game after Penn State, wouldn't you say?
Well, especially with the way Wisconsin in Big Ten play, 58% opponents are shooting on twos. They'd be wise to go inside.
Vanderbilt picked up the foul. Roddy Gale has checked in as they rest Mara.
A pretty good containment by Burnett there. Winter has not had a look. Got to find them.
Michigan, the #1 team in college basketball and defense, and showing it right there.
It's just such a big ask. You know, Will Garlock, this is going to be the most tough and physical team he's seen this short term in his career. Going to need big performances from some freshmen today.
Gale working inside, cross court, #1 assist team, too, in the Big Ten. Top 5 in assists in the country. Johnson goes inside, and it was met by Nolan Winter.
And Winter has done a nice job early on that little lock low, as Johnson loves to do, under the rim. Got a little small change one.
Wolverines on top by 7. March 1st, a new Casey Dutton journey begins. Luke Grimes will star in the CBS Original Marshall. Series premieres Sunday, March 1st on CBS. 6 wins by Michigan of 40 points or more and 3 of 30 points or more against AP-ranked teams.
Unbelievable, devastating because they move the ball so well. Defensively, they get run-outs. They shorten the floor. Guards can take off. Bruce Burnett, one of those guys in the open floor they like to find.
How about the fact, Raph, that they've got 7 games where they've scored over 100 points, and that's obviously incredibly impressive. Right. And we don't even really talk about their defense. Their defense has been unbelievable. #1 in college basketball in terms of defensive efficiency. The way they've locked down, it's been incredible to see how Dusty May has got this team to gel so quickly.
Only allowing 34% shooting by opponents from the field.
I think it's a knock on Matt Painter. Obviously, he didn't score hundreds of points when you were there.
Yeah, what the heck, man?
He limited your game.
That's right. Hold me back.
Boyd against Burnett. Or rather, against Roddy Gale, the 6th man for the Wolverines. Out of bounds and a turnover.
Sloppy play, too, early. But Winter stayed out there with the 2, Rob.
Well, and Wisconsin just 1 of 4 from 3 here early on. They're going to need to make it from the perimeter with how good Michigan is at defending the 2.
Winter on Londenburg. This is a tough match for him away from the goal. He should drive him.
That's a lot of trust there from Frank Guard and his big fella.
He is going to be terrific. Both agree on that.
More cross-court passing. They tipped it in, and Gale had it pickpocketed.
That's his game, though. Once in a while, he'll bite you with the 3, but it's all about power.
John Blackwell will set up with the mid-range shot, and the rebound by Cadeau.
I didn't think he needed to fade there, Raph.
Vanderbilt hard to the hole and picked up by Blackwell.
Nice shot by Winter, giving ground, too.
It's Boyd. Good move, slicing and knocking it away. Morant Johnson.
Incredible retreat and recovery. What an addition this kid has been, Robbie.
Just the effort that he plays with. Dusty May calls him a tone setter in practice. Never quitting on it. Nick Boyd, he wants to go in the open floor. Leads the conference in fast break points per game. What an erasure there by Morez Johnson.
Ilyauskas will check in. Winter will sit. For the first time, Braden Carrington will come in for the Badgers. Boyd will sit for Wisconsin. And Garlock will get it off to Blackwell from Bloomfield, Michigan.
Carrington on the floor. Didn't bring his phone over with an injury. He didn't get it going, too.
Good pass. Oh, nice inside. Carrington with the assist.
They're tough to guard when they spread like that. Nice little dive.
You've got to worry about the volume of threes. Carrington, known more as just a shooter, but they're playing the role of playmaker. And without Boyd on the floor, going to have to fall on Blackwell for that, but you get a nice little boost there from Braden Carrington.
Carrington just picked up the foul.
Of course, with Cadeau, that's key. Don't let him turn the corner. He is so tough in the lane, whether it's a finish or fine.
Well, easier said than done with his speed, right?
Yeah, exactly. Plus, if he makes threes, a little struggle lately, as you noted.
LJ Kaysen is in. There's a foul. Rhodey on top.
They got to give ground.
You also got to make him use it. You get turned down there, all your help's to the middle of the floor.
Trying to fight his way over the top. He competes, though, Rhodey.
They need him to be more of a scorer. He was against UCLA. He's efficient. He gets to double figures with 12.
Did he have a big game early?
Yeah, he's had some moments. It's just Greg Gard's tried to get him to look for his own offense. He can really pass.
Nice little flare.
Back on top. This is a three, and Trey McKinney will miss it.
A talented kid, Rob.
Well, he's been
Great
playing,
strength.
yeah, and playing so well. Really has rebounded from that goose egg he hung up at Maryland. But the last 4 games, I mean, he's averaging 13 a game. He's been efficient from 2. He can shoot it from 3. Good player.
Penn State, he had 12 on Tuesday.
Now he's a talented kid. Pretty balanced, too. Not getting as many minutes as I'm sure he would like. How to make that floater.
Ilgauskas couldn't get it. Gale on the move. Numbers the other way. Here comes McKinney. That's trying to split and drive.
Well, he just decimates off that bounce, doesn't he?
How about the fact, and it's also the way that Michigan throws ahead, right? They are looking up the floor.
He's shortened, no question.
Blackwell picked up his first. You know, as we widen our lens a little bit on college basketball, it's amazing when these coaches bring in all these kids from all these different programs at different levels of college basketball, and then you see a team like Michigan with a lot of new faces, and the way they're so coordinated and in sync so early.
Well, and especially offensively, because they have a lot of read and react in their offense, and usually that takes years to get comfortable with, but the way they've gelled together, it's been incredible to watch.
When did you start, when you think of it? You weren't there all summer working out like they do now.
No, well, for us, we had the Indiana All-Stars, so that kind of took you away. But we were getting there for summer school, so it was similar.
But you're saying it was a violation. Everybody else started October.
That's why we had so much success so early on.
Little diamond zone.
Rhodey.
Well, you got to be ready for so many things.
There's Nolan Winter.
Pass, but he should have shot it.
Oh,
And the cutting Blackwell.
He was a really good cutter early on in his career. Now he's had the ball in his hands a little bit more, but that was the weight room on that drive. Blackwell getting to a body.
Mason got his screen. McKinney will launch from 3.
He's a much better shooter than that first one.
That roll and replace is a nightmare to guard. You've got 7-3 rolling to the rim. You've got a good shooter behind you.
Go to the rim. So I would attack. You had a 2-on-1.
Break it to score.
Yeah.
Just break it to break it.
Put your
It's
top.
Carrington. Blackwell with it.
Got to be more definitive and go at the rim a little bit of a settle.
And picked up by Mara.
A lot of indecision there.
Yeah.
Got to get to your offense. Michigan's defense too good to go against it set.
Gale loves to create post-ups here.
Lendeboard with a
Makes
3.
that, he
Another
makes
one.
that forget it. Talk to some NBA scouts, Robbie. They say all of a sudden he's got it. Feels comfortable in his game. Great rebounder, as you mentioned. Also the ability to post up strong. He makes the threes. Woo! Watch out.
Michigan certainly has a nice core back. You're talking about Nimari Burnett, you're talking about Roddy Gale, Will Cheddar, but the additions from the portal, Dusty May, Raph hit on every one of them. The way these guys fit together, the skill level they have, it's been a home run with all 4 of these guys.
The hardest thing for Dusty was to pronounce Yaxel's name properly. Other than that, he's got a gem.
Smooth sailing.
Yeah. Boyd's got to get going too. Back on the floor.
Blackwell again with a fake and a feed, and around the horn it goes. Winner for 3.
It's just a much different possession than the prior one, right? That ball is moving. You're getting it from side to side early on in the shot clock. Really good response there from the Badgers.
And he's been shooting well. 18 points over the last 4 games.
To really find the rhythm from the perimeter.
He's a big-time talent. This kid's playing great, Casey. strong in that lane. Don't leave the ball.
Ilgauskas controls the loose ball. With Blackwell, 17 points against UCLA.
Got to use that drop coverage, Robbie, I think. Screen him in, Mara.
Long shot, Carrington, now racked and fouled.
Edwin. Carrington has shot the ball well from three, but certainly a freshman mistake there from Trey McKinney.
McKinney picks up his first. Michigan's led the entire way so far here in Ann Arbor.
Well, points in the paint, such a big part of what the Michigan Wolverines do. Some of these sets early on, the interior passing has been so impressive. You get a Dime Mara rolling to the rim, he's hanging on rims. And how about this set, Raph? Little back screen and find the matchup.
The tough kid in the low post too, Johnson. His ability to be physical and finish. Works hard on that three-point shot. Not that they need it, but they are tough on both ends of the floor.
Number 1 in defense, Michigan is. Number 2 scoring in all of college basketball, with a lot of balance too in their scoring. A lot of guys in double digits.
Well, a lot of different ways they can play. You know, we kind of talked about some of the read and react offense they've gotten into, but you can go ball screen with Cadeau. You can throw it inside to Morez Johnson. You can go big to big and go high-low. Like Dusty May, he's got a lot of different ways he can play and a lot of ways his units can go about doing things offensively.
Braden Carrington at the free throw line, former high school basketball player of the year in the state of Minnesota, played with the Gophers for a couple years, Tulsa last season, now a Badger. Survivor 50 is coming to CBS. If you're not watching the greatest reality show on television, this is the season you cannot miss. Light Your Torch, February 25th on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
Carrington could help a little knock down threes at the other end. He's got 18 thus far this year.
Pacers out there.
Little shuffle cut. Stagger. They run some nice stuff, Rob.
Pretty good defense there from Wisconsin, just blowing it up.
This is his game. A tough catch.
Mara double.
That's unfair.
He's playing patty cakes up there. That's like Nerf hoop.
Tippy toe. Welcome to the show. Nice back goal he had him, too.
Did have him.
And Carrington with a long shot. Ilgauskas tries to get it, and they think it was off of Michigan.
They want to look. Winter does.
Wait, the catch there from Mara, that's not easy right there. It's a tough pass to locate early on. You fumble it, and you recover it. You miss the first one, and he's right back at you.
He's in that place where Black Golden played last year and was so good with his 16 points a game. But they haven't missed a beat. They just fill another guy in there, and he's been terrific.
He's a great passer. What a cut. He's a great cut, but a great passer. His feel, almost the open middle, because he's in that mid-post area. It's just the vision over the back of his left shoulder is magnificent.
When you know all coaches in the scout on Michigan are saying you have to have high hands on a Dime Mara. Well, he's 7'3". What are you going to do with that?
All right, coach, you try it.
Yeah, good luck.
Mara is the tallest player in the history of this Michigan program, as Robbie just said, 7'3". Boyd will try to penetrate and finds a double.
So I think Winter could do damage on the switch inside.
Get those guards and take them in.
Yeah.
Ilgauskas with a three.
Those would go a long way because Michigan is daring these young Badger bigs to shoot it.
How strong is he going to the rim? But he got engaged by Winter with the two.
Here comes Boyd the other way for the Badgers.
They have kept him out of the lane. That is his game.
This game has really been played as much pace as we talked early on. It's been played in the half court.
Johnson the rebound. Yeah, Wisconsin running much more than we've seen in past years, clearly.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Oh, Ryan's going to agree with you.
Yep. Johnson.
Back in Arizona.
He's watching today. Now in the Naismith Hall of Fame with Boyd.
Brad Winter there stealing up the lane. Nick Boyd instead taking a tough contested one. I would have loved to have seen them throw that over the top to Nolan Winter on Will Cheddar.
He's got game in there, too.
Johnson is a sophomore, and here is Mara.
You got to stay honest because he passes so well.
I think you got to make him a scorer, Raph.
Yeah.
He really wants to pass, and he can score with either hand, as you said, but he wants to make plays for others down there.
When we talk about the thing, look at the balance, Robbie. Just solid. Make you work a little bit.
Man, John Blackwell has been physical at the rim. What a take.
And Dusty not happy with that last trip.
Blackwell has now 7. The top 10 scorer in the conference actually fell to number 11 after this past week, and substitutions coming in, including the guy they call the emotional leader, Will Cheddar, coming in for the Wolverines.
There's so many different ways they could play. Small, big, and to give Mara a blow.
Well, think about the way they finished the Penn State game, Raph. I mean, you had Yaxel at the 5, probably Roddy Gale at the 4. And they have such a number of combinations and variations.
And then they like 3 guards once in a while, too.
Yep. There's a lot of space on the floor right there. That 5-out offense.
Underboard's got that bad left calf.
Zanicki at a disadvantage here. Just turn and go up.
Operating down low. Terrific play. Morez Johnson.
Too strong, too tough, that they are too unselfish.
You worry about the shooting, but with Jack Zanicki on the switch, you've got to bring some help. There's no way he can handle Morez Johnson down there.
Now you got Winter again. Watch him give it. Oh, I thought he was going to give it up.
Underboard, careening, falling, foul.
Boy, those mistakes. You don't get too many opportunities against Michigan's defense either.
Well, and they've kept them out of transition, but you can't just give them opportunities to get out and run. This is a bad turnover.
Here. You got to look in, coughing it up like that in the open floor. Actually taking away his buddy's running lane there.
Brody picked up his second, and Yaxel Lendeborg will be at the free throw line. 10.7 rebounds against the Nittany Lions on Tuesday. The UFC on Paramount Plus era comes out swinging with back-to-back blockbuster events on January 24th and January 31st. No more pay-per-view. Not here. Stream every fight live on Paramount Plus, and I know Bill is dialed into that.
I used to arm wrestle that guy.
Oh, what's your record?
Not very good. Just like my coaching record.
Surprisingly.
He's got some pipes, my goodness.
Like Robbie.
Oh, yeah. There's that Winter switch again. Will they throw it inside to him? Oh, he used it, though.
Nice going inside, Boyd, but could not finish. Out of bounds.
Boyd does read things nicely.
Yeah.
I mean, Winter got tagged up with a smaller. Right away, I would be screaming for him. He's not that type
yeah,
of
he
kid.
needs to demand the basketball. Although I do like Nick Boyd using that screen that Marcin Gortat made so popular in the NBA. He's just wiping out the defense.
Boyd so far has started 1 of 5. He's the number 4 scorer in the conference at 19 points a game. Blackwell here.
2-man and lift the corner. Boyd.
They're going to try to go at Will Cheddar. And you get this matchup. Blackwell's taking this to the rim.
Shot clock at 4.
Good defense.
Pretty good. Iced him to the left side.
Amari Burnett got it, and will take it the other way for the Wolverines. Home record of 7-0. Conference 4-0.
But those been quiet. Nice little slip and fine. Wow.
Right
Middle
inside.
screen. That is so hard to defend. I'm sure in your NBA days you get stuck out there, right?
Yeah, auto basket is what they called that.
And if you got shooters in the corner, say goodnight.
10-2 run by the Wolverines.
How about the presence of mind, though, for Morez Johnson to not commit a charge? Now, Nick Boyd is right there underneath him. That's not easy.
Godot with the giveaway.
The Michigan Wolverines, one of 6 unbeaten teams in college basketball. 14-0 coming into today and playing like it with a lead on the Badgers in the Big Ten on CBS.
What did I miss?
First half here, +7 rebounding, +6 in the paint, points that is, and +5 second chance points as you see the story so far for the Wolverines.
Well, no surprise to see that Michigan with the 14-8 points in the paint advantage, but Raph, 2 of 9 from 3 for the Badgers. That can't happen if they want to upset Michigan on the road.
And over the years, that's what they've been terrific at, though. Pick and pop, knock down shots. A few times they had an opportunity to take advantage on the switch inside, but a lot of these are contested, not off ball movement. Early in the game, they got it around the horn a little bit, got some good looks. Got to see more of that.
Wisconsin one field goal the last 5 minutes. And they've missed 6 of their last 7 during this 10-2 Wolverine run.
Well, and with Michigan's defense, if they're set with their size and their individual ability on the perimeter, you're going to have a heck of a time scoring. It's moving it side to side. It's hitting the roll man. It's finding some abilities to touch the paint and then spray it from there.
This small lineup now should factor Winter in a little bit. I'd like to see him inside. Look at the matchup now. He's got Roddy.
And you just go right back there to Axel.
You know, if you're not used to doing it, it's difficult for the entry pass. The timing is off.
Janicki is in. Blackwell, 3. Got it! And that was much needed.
Look at the way Michigan, even on a made basket wrap, they are lifting the floor. So far, Wisconsin's done a pretty good job keeping them in the half court, but certainly something to watch for.
The drive inside Cadeau. No.
Boy, Johnson got away with one, but good effort by him.
Playing Twister on the floor. Look at him grabbing inside. And a tie-up.
Good effort from both teams there.
Did you ever get down on the floor where you just a finesse?
I tried to stay off of it. You know, I just wanted to shoot threes.
He's very good at making that layup, that one-handed
That
stab.
scoop, he likes the scoop there.
He does.
Good hustle there from the Badgers and the Wolverines.
Bill, to your point, Wisconsin one of the top 10 in terms of size in college basketball, but they've gone small now.
No, absolutely. The difficulty is really the timing, I think, of their offense.
They went small against UCLA.
Yep.
The Bruins were playing small as well. There's a lot of skill on the floor. That's what you need.
Another one from Blackwell.
Showing a lot.
13.
He's starting to come out of his funk, though. You know, that UCLA game was the first step, and he's had a good first half here in Ann Arbor.
A talented kid. They use the floor.
Wide open triple will not
Nice
drop right
rebound.
there for Gale.
The second, Godot, that weak side rebound. Even there, pretty alert. Good closeout by Janicki. That rear shot there.
Like man's rebound there from Nick Boyd. I think for Wisconsin, Roddy Gale can make that shot, but they're willing to give that up. And they're loading to the ball. That skip pass is going to be there.
Cadeau's got a couple on him. LJ Kaysen will come in, the sophomore from Lakeland, Florida, again.
And not a drop-off when they go to the bench either.
No.
McKinney as well.
Boyd and Blackwell.
Look at that open mill.
There's no shortage of space on the floor right now.
And it's wide open for him.
A drive inside. Blackwell will get the foul out of that defense of Michigan.
Raph, how about the fact that on the season, John Blackwell is shooting just 42% at the rim? You know, last year it's 58. With his size, physicality, ability, that number is going to go up.
And pretty good off the bench. Loves to post up, too.
Yeah.
Back his guy in. He's shown a lot of life right here.
I like the last 2 games that he's been active as a cutter. He did it early in his career. The ball's more in his hands now. But with Nick Boyd, he can be very effective at getting to the rim off the ball.
And Boyd will give it up, too. Almost 4 assists a game.
Whereas Johnson picked up the foul. And here's the third best free throw shooter in the conference, John Blackwell, 83%.
Well, Rice kid local here.
Right now, Blackwell needs somebody to come along with him. He's got 14 points, and the rest of the team is combined for 10.
7-0 run by the Wisconsin Badgers. Under 6 to go. First half here in Ann Arbor.
Got the switch down there.
Nice help side D, though.
Gale down low. Johnson backpedals.
There's no help for that.
Well, it depends what you come with. You're coming with guards, no factor.
Johnson 4 of 4.
How about Michigan, though, recognizing the switch and going right to it? Wisconsin hasn't been able to find that look.
Carrington 3.
Where he had options, he had Winter as well. Nice
what a
hand
catch.
by Winter.
Big pick.
Give it up.
Janicki.
Janicki, tricky.
Not familiar with that from Jack Janicki.
How about the elevation?
He had a 6-point game against UCLA. And again, Austin Rapp not playing today for the Badgers. Hamstring injured.
Nice shot by Winter, giving ground and not fouling again.
Kaysen. Gale.
They have to bring the double.
And Johnson.
Wow.
He's just
5 of 5.
Boyd, entire disadvantage.
Well, you see him take that shot, and you're like, that's a settle, but he's got the touch to make it.
I think Axel may have pushed him. Yeah, pushed the screener. Blackwell gets an opportunity again.
Underboard picks up his second.
How about the hands here? Janicki, big time finish. Not just a pretty face with that three-point shot, huh? And look at this. How about just a sense to go against Boyd versus turning out against the bigger defender?
Well, and also he's taking that turnaround because he's thinking the post double is coming, you know, and that's certainly, he scored on the last one, but he just shoots right over the top of it the second time around.
Ilyauskas will come in for Nolan Winter. Blackwell at the line, as we mentioned before, 83%. Junior from nearby Bloomfield, 15 minutes and 15 points for him. Hollywood's biggest party is now bigger than ever. With more stars, more glamour, and more chaos, Nikki Glazer hosting the Golden Globes. Live CBS tomorrow and streaming on Paramount Plus.
Yeah, Greg Gard's done a nice job stealing time with Winter now. Get him out so he doesn't get that third.
I mean, you've cut this lead back down to 7 here. That hangs around. You know, you wonder almost when will you see him back here in the first half.
It's Gale going up top. Mara took one in the sure did, right in the ribs.
Nice little defense though, standing him up.
Loading to the ball and taking on the roller.
Janicki, no. Rebound Mara. He tipped it away. Retrieved by Wisconsin.
Boy, they need a bunch of second-hand chance opportunities. Nice ball fake in the air.
Ilyauskas puts it in.
That?
A confident freshman right there. And with the European guys, maybe not your traditional freshman. He has played some over in Lithuania. That's a monster shot.
And look at that 14-4 run by Wisconsin. Right back in it. Johnson three. Got it.
Yeah,
Johnson.
He's been working on that, baby. It's a peculiar release, but knocks it down nevertheless.
He's only 4 of 9 all season with 3.
Not high volume, and that's, you saw the Wisconsin bench. They were saying that's okay. We'll live with that even though he makes it.
McKinney will pick up a foul there for the Wolverines. The Badgers have clawed their way back in. 3:41 in the first half. The exquisite passing. The shot making by the Wolverines, the number 2 team in college basketball against their rival, Wisconsin. Wolverines 14-point lead at one-time cut in half. Coming up AT&T at the half. Adam Hall of Famer Clark Kellogg and Wally Zerbiak. They'll give your some thoughts on the first half, get you caught up on all the scores and highlights on a busy top 25 day in college basketball coming up on AT&T at the half.
Hey, you know, Robbie, I know you had a bunch of 30-point games. This kid's had 3 this year and showed him really putting this team on his shoulder now, whether it's dribble drive, getting to the rim, stepping outside. I think Marquette was one, Campbell another, TCU another, where he got 30 points. It's just amazing. Needs some help, though.
I loved his physicality to start the game. You saw one of those plays, and you could almost argue maybe getting to a borderline offensive foul, but this is that type of game. Michigan so physical, and John Blackwell has brought it from the jump. Now he needs somebody to come along with him.
And Blackwell, from 3, had only been 1 of 16 past 3 games today, 3 of 4.
Well, it was weird in the UCLA game. You know, he'd had such struggles from 2, and then he struggled in the UCLA game from 3, and he got it going from 2. Today, it's been the total package and the John Blackwell that we know from last season.
Now, UCLA does guard great, though.
Yeah.
They control pace, too. Not as easy. Extended the floor a little bit with Boyd. That's about it, though.
Roddy Gale played at Ohio State for a couple years.
McKinney's got to be the point guard, but Roddy Gale initiating, shuffle. They run this little curl and back cut. That's a pretty play, too.
It's a McKinney 3 for Michigan, and down he goes. No whistle.
Oh, they're looking for the kick, too.
They're thinking the old Reggie Miller on the Badger bench.
Oh, Reggie.
All they're wearing the Pacer colors.
You're a longtime partner, right?
Colors.
Yeah.
Yep, that's right.
Wait, look at Carrington's left hand, though. It looks like he keeps it away from the body. I thought maybe he had set it there.
I didn't see really a leg kick either.
Nobody's happy.
Yeah, nobody.
Mara. Ilyauskas will defend.
Good defense.
Good day, yeah.
Not giving up an angle.
Give
Look
it
at
up.
this run
Give
out.
it up.
Numbers, Boyd to the hole. Knocked away. Morez Jackson. His second. He leads the conference. The other way, Kaysen. He'll fly inside.
Nice
Knocked away inside by Carrington.
What a pass.
The other way, Boyd will convert for Wisconsin.
That's, to me, it's actually a turnover on Boyd.
Yeah.
Last play. When you don't
Agreed.
give it to Winter.
And he's lucky that that worked out. What a sequence there for the Badgers.
Who made the play? Blackwell.
Yep.
Gale again trying to penetrate.
A little rudderless right now. Nice cut, but a nice D, Carrington.
And kind of showing maybe that post double and then getting back. Good stunt there by Carrington.
Carrington's come off the bench and done a nice job with a Blackwell feed right through the hands of Bieljauskas. On an 18-7 Wisconsin run.
The pocket's a little higher now, but how about this ability at the rim to negate him? What a look and feel. And Boyd, wow, he's so loud getting down there.
Well, maybe that gets him going, Raph. He's had a quiet first half, but we know he's got the highest usage in the Big Ten Conference. He's going to look for his own offense.
Mara, nice little dig by Winter. Out of bounds.
The stunting there has been phenomenal these last two possessions, Raph, of keeping a Mara off balance.
Red Guard's done it with adhesive tape right here.
And look what they've done, all the different numbers with that 18-7 scoring run.
Unselfish play and individual play as well.
One turnover, too.
And got to the line a couple times. Better offense.
Defense has been great, though.
That too.
As well.
And maybe the wide-eyed look, too, is a little bit gone. They feel more comfortable.
Played their way into the game.
And no Cadeau on the floor certainly helped nice the game, huh?
Mara with the block.
Not a good move.
Kevin Love out there.
With the drive, Gale tried to scoop it home. Got his miss. Kicks it out. Kaysen. It's a three. And the rebound collected by Carrington.
They're so vulnerable on those kickouts. Well, use them here. Use them. Pretty good little two-man play. Now get to the rim, man.
McKinney not as easy to post up there. For Nolan Winter, honestly, just getting to the second half is what needs to happen for him at this point.
Nice penetrate. That's his game there.
Boyd.
Piece of the lane. Southpaw. Like honey.
He averages 19. He's got 9 in the first half here. And the Wisconsin Badgers, down by 14 moments ago, have come to within 1.
He's so good at getting to the body, knocking that defender back, and finding his little lefty floater.
And a minute to go, and Kaysen will survey on top with Boyd in front.
Winter's got to pay attention, as you noted. Don't foul. Even give up a basket.
Mara looking triple teamed inside.
You had Winter, you had Blackwell, you had Bieljauskas. Really good defense by Wisconsin.
They have played great, and they got Winter again.
The Badgers have never led in this contest, and here they have it. Bieljauskas with a tie shot upstairs, no, and a pickup here by Cheddar. He got out of that tie-up, and he was able to launch that shot, but could not get it to go, and a timeout taken by Dusty May and the Wolverines. Wisconsin on a 20-7 run right now. Had a chance to take their first lead seconds ago. Badgers trailed early by 14, now to within 1, a 20-7 run. Let's take a look at the fresh fun fact of the game presented by Freshpet.
Well, pretty incredible considering all the great players that Wisconsin has had, whether it's Frank Kaminsky, Sam Decker, Jordan Taylor, and Orlando Tucker. The list just goes on and on. And this is something that Nick Boyd can do. Raph, you talked about the ability to get to his left hand, a little bit physical there with Kaysen, knock him back. He loves that floater. Nick Boyd all of a sudden starting to get his feel here. He's got 9.
Did you mention Decker? It's something
I did.
close to home?
I did.
Grandpa?
Over the last 8 minutes, the Wolverines have only had Johnson scoring. He's got 9 over that span. Underborg inside, bad wheel and all. Picked up inside, Bieljauskas.
Got a chance here. He's in. Oh, nice hands.
And then taken back. Good if it goes. No. And it's a 1-point game at the half with undefeated Michigan giving up a 14-point lead to take a 1-point advantage to the break.
Wisconsin showed a lot of heart. Get back in this game. Hard spelled Blackwell the way he's performed.
And then finally Nick Boyd gets it going. You look at the defense. Wisconsin found a way to get back in.
On a 20-7 run by the Badgers, Michigan missing their last 6 consecutive shots. Michigan by 1 at the half. Now to Adam Zucker in New York.
All right, Kevin, hanging out here with my guys, and Michigan getting tested for the 2nd game in a row. We got a lot to talk about, including Nebraska storming back in Bloomington to remain unbeaten. AT&T at the half's coming up after this word from your local station.
CBS Sports College basketball coverage is sponsored by Allstate. You're in good hands. IHG Hotels and Resorts. And by Jersey Mike Subs. be a sub above. Second reign Michigan by 1. Taking a look at the first half stats sponsored by Capital One. Robbie, what do you see?
Well, certainly the disparity of front court points for Michigan and the back court points for Wisconsin. And that's a big difference in this game. Some turnover issues kind of snuck up there for the Wolverines. They've got 8, but quite the effort by the Badgers to get back in this game. Really showed a lot of toughness.
It was a 14-point deficit, and they dug themselves out with a...
And it was.
Yes.
And Blackwell, that guy showed up. But, you know, Winter playing all those minutes, didn't do much on offensive end, but at least defensively they were solid. But how about his performance thus far, Blackwell?
Well, he's shown so much toughness just in terms of getting out of a rut. But the big run is what was the story for the Badgers. And certainly the way they were able to get out and get things going. Down by 14, they saw the ball go in a couple times. They knocked down 5 triples in that first half. Those turnovers I mentioned for the Wolverines get you out and running. That gets Nick Boyd going. He's now got 9 points. Not his most efficient half, but he's been given some scoring alongside John Blackwell.
And don't forget, Cadeau is back now. 2 fouls. He's the leader, runs the show for them.
Well, we can see that they got out of State College with a 2-point win on Tuesday, and there was a possible game-winning shot that was defended well, and they came out with a 74-72 win. Here they are, pressed again. They go inside Mara.
Ready, open with the same play they started the game with.
Empty side pick and roll.
Yeah, nice roll, nice presence by the big guy. How about the deft left delivery?
The backcourt scoring has been one of the big stories here. Wisconsin starting backcourt 25, Michigan's just 3.
He's got to make some.
And he does right there. And that
got to
is
start knocking them down.
tied at 40 for the first time.
1 for 5. Big bonus if they can pick and pop.
On the board, who's been
Nice defense. Alaska's pretty good on both ends thus far.
What a start for his second half here. They're going to need him. That pick and pop, Mara's in the drop. That's what you're giving up. Really mature play to throw it behind you and let him cash out.
Ilgauskas is a freshman from Lithuania. He played last season in one of their junior leagues, and he's come to the Badgers. 9th consecutive start today, and we're just into the second half. After a 14-point Michigan lead early on, Mara tried to go the other way.
Pretty good footsteps, though.
He lost it going up.
Yeah, he did.
Slipped out of his hand.
Badgers have never led.
Pick and pop.
Winner for the lead. Got it.
So that's his game.
Well, Michigan's going to switch 4 ways, but when he's got Mara on him, that pick and pop is going to be there for Winter.
And they'll penetrate inside with Burnett.
Boy, mixing his game up a little bit, known for that ability to knock shots down.
They've hardly trailed at home all season, this Michigan team, but right now they're down by 3 as Rhodey picked up his 3rd.
At the line, shooting 2 for the Wolverines, number 4.
At the free throw line is Namari Burnett. 3rd year at Michigan, starter every game after playing at Texas Tech and Alabama.
Well, you must salivate watching drop coverage, huh?
As a big,
shot the ball.
because you're thinking, I can pick and pop, and I'm either letting it fly or I'm playing off a closeout, which defensively is the toughest thing to do as a defender, contain the dribble when you're closing out.
And then, of course, if you dribble a little, you get the guy in Never Never Land with the roll guy.
Right. That's got 3. And he's closing in on 1,000 points in his career. Now 991. 92, excuse me.
Oh, what between the legs. Boy, he left Namari Burnett in the dust.
He loves to set his guy up right, too, and then come back.
There we go.
Weaving, feeding. Ilgauskas and another 3 is down the hatch.
Where have you been?
Yeah.
He's got 3 threes.
These pick and pops with the drop coverage are just killing Michigan here to start the second half.
He's shooting from Lithuania, too.
From downtown.
Oh, that's tough.
Oh,
Off the glass, Cadeau.
A little kiss.
he gave the smile there.
Yeah.
But you know what? Whatever it takes to get you going. Tough first half for him. Michigan needs Elliot Cadeau here in the second.
Red Auerbach used to say it's your best friend, the backcourt.
Boyd has taken it. The mismatch here. He'll try to slither and feed another 3. Good!
How about this guy?
Goodness!
Woo! Let me have some of that fruit juice they had at halftime.
4 threes in this one. And the lead is 4 for the Wisconsin Badgers.
A little dribble drive and break down that D. Get those puppies organized. Wow. What a way to start.
And Michigan's giving it up. You know, they are content to let him shoot. Maybe that scouting report has to change a little bit. Now that Bieljauskas has shot it like this, he's got 4 triples in this game.
That assistant won't get any meal money.
That's a tough pill right there for the assistant coach.
Yeah. You told me. Driving game with some strength. Good footwork.
Gale will scoop it home.
He's really good. Around that rim. What makes them good, Robbie, they're content to come off the bench, too.
No, and they play their roles. The role definition for Michigan has been outstanding on the season. Now there's that matchup again. Winter's not really a back-to-the-basket player. You want to see him impose his physicality, but there you go. There's the pass.
Another three, Bieljauskas.
That's unbelievable. The dribble drive just collapsing the D.
He is a machine with 5 threes.
And he's relocating, in fairness, too. It's all about him reading the play.
We'll see Dusty May's fortitude to the scouting report here. You know, look at the way that these guys are helping off. Morez Johnson's a little bit lost.
And he's wide open.
Wide open at the top of the key. It's different if he's 1 for 5, but now the fact that he's knocked down 5 of them, you might have to change what you're doing. Those bigs, they've got to be aware on the perimeter.
Boyd just picked up his first.
Well, that's the big thing. Those bigs over the years making those pick and pop threes, relocating. What a welcome sight for the Badgers.
Well, we know that Wisconsin takes 31 threes a game. That's top 20 in college basketball, and they're number 4 in makes of threes in the conference.
Yeah, you're bringing back the scar tissues of Keaton Ankeville and John Lure just going scorched earth on some defenses I saw.
You're talking about great players, right? John Lure was terrific.
Had a good NBA career, too.
Cadeau.
They are a different team with this kid on the floor. They settle them down a little bit, get them organized, and being forced to play small now with this ability to match up at the other end.
Well, now you think for Michigan, you're switching 5 ways. There is no more drop coverage.
Well, this helps Boyd, too, when you think of it. No drop coverage. First time they've gone all out on that diamond press.
Could have given it up.
Look at him right
away.
traffic. Nothing for 2.
So much for that press offense, huh?
He is the press offense.
Beep, beep.
He's got 11. With a drive here, scooping it home, Cadeau.
And a good read. Boy, no communication. He's got to force him to the middle.
A little crossover, no help defense. Wisconsin with one of the rare breakdowns here since the start of the game.
This is some kind of turnaround. On the road, Wisconsin against the second-ranked team in undefeated Michigan, coming back from 14 down, inside another 2, Nick Boyd.
Wow, in the strict matchup, he was one-on-one because the drop coverage no longer existed.
Boy, it's good defense from Morez Johnson, but just better offense.
What a crossover by Cadeau.
He can take over.
Whew. He's got 9, and they've all come in this half.
One of the keys is containing him when you play this Michigan team.
Michigan going a little, just 2-3 zone. Zone look here.
By the number 1 defense in college basketball, Boyd 3, another one! Wow. Boy, they've been on automatic, and now the lead is 6, and Boyd has got 16 points.
You know, the scary thing is, Raph, with the amount and the volume of threes that Wisconsin puts them up at, when they start going, hard to turn them off.
How about this kid again? Cadeau put this team on his shoulders.
Sure is.
And doing it at the rim.
How about that strength for that size? Able to knock him down.
What a terrific college basketball game in Ann Arbor today. Wisconsin unranked on the road against number 2. Back and forth we go. 4-point Badger lead on CBS. The Badgers plus 18 points, shooting 3. Now a look at our fast analysis presented by AT&T.
Well, the way Wisconsin has shot the ball here, the pick and pop. How about Alexis Bieljauskas coming into this game? Only one game in double figures. That was against Marquette. He's one of his last 11 from 3. And then just like that, confidence is such a funny thing, Raph. The ball goes through the basket, and he is 5 of 9 from distance in this one.
And then for him, none contested really to speak of, particularly with the drop coverage that you alluded to. But it's all about Boyd, either ball screen or getting in the lane with the kickback. They have been solid finding him.
Yeah, Boyd's done a tremendous job of stringing out that big and not letting him get back to contest.
So the Badgers have made their last 6 threes, 4 by Bieljauskas, and they've got the lead of 4 right now. And here is Elliot Cadeau at the free throw line for the Wolverines.
He's the one guy they got to contain, I think, on the offensive end. Can be electrifying, breaking down the D.
A little full court now. And it's Boyd, and the crowd is into it. Johnson on Boyd. It's a 3, and it's outside.
Wow.
It's good again.
He is
this time, Carrington puts it in.
He's a confident kid. That's his 19th mate of the year. The counter by a pretty good open shooter.
Well, some breakdowns on both sides. You've got to know with Burnett, he's hunting opportunities in transition, and on the other end, Wisconsin, that's just a switch there. Morez Johnson, miscommunication leads to an open one.
Oh, a silly foul that far. 3-on-1, really. I don't know if you're getting Amari on this one, or
it was. I saw Burnett. I think that was Burnett picked it up, and bill number 1 on him.
A little more aggressive right now defensively, knowing that they don't have that big guy in the middle to cover 4, I should say.
And look for Wisconsin to slip. That last possession, it was a slip. Michigan didn't handle it well. I didn't think they handled some of those pick and rolls well at Penn State the other night.
That's where he is tough. Pretty good containment by Burnett.
Blackwell on top. Shot clock down to 6. Blackwell a 3. And is picked up here by Cadeau.
He's going.
Outside. Underboard, the 3 will tie. Johnson inside. Doubled, tripled, whacked, and fouled.
Talk about doing your work early. Bieljauskas, welcome to the Big Ten. This is some real physicality. Morez Johnson, he's just using that size, using that physicality. Look at the angle. Bieljauskas never can get 3-quarter. And now good luck Braden Carrington turning that off at that point.
And Bieljauskas just picked up his 3rd, and I see the Garlock may check in here momentarily.
Big change. You don't have that same pick and pop effect, but he runs to the rim to rim and locks his guy beautifully. Great power, upper body strength as well to ward off.
Big Ten Player of the Week last week, Morez Johnson, who began at Illinois, now a sophomore. Hit every highlight with CBS Sports HQ, streaming free 24/7. Download the CBS Sports app and watch today. Johnson, a terrific free throw shooter, coming in, he'd gone 19 of his last 22 from the line.
Well, last year he was just kind of like an offensive rebounder. Now think about the ways, Raph, that he's added to his game.
Saw that 3 earlier. Mid-range game as well. Garlock's got to do some damage now. He's got a little jump hook at the box area if they get it to him.
2-point game. Winner outside. He'll line for 3.
Boy, the distance to cover, all because the dribble breaks it down.
But Michigan's got to have some awareness here. I mean, these threes are going now, and Nolan Winter, the way he's shot over the last 8 games, you're not leaving him out there.
But they're reacting to the drive.
Cadeau will take it in. A lot of traffic and a foul called on the Badgers as they tried to penetrate.
Got to take his right away a little bit. But right here, how about the distance, too? Everybody in here now, and will replace solid play. Winter. Whew. He does have a beautiful stroke.
Boyd just picked up his 2nd foul.
On the other end here, Wisconsin is having a heck of a time containing the dribble of Elliot Cadeau. He is living at the basket.
And he loves that right. We know he can go left, but boy, he is strong at the rim.
Starter every game. He's only a 62% free throw shooter.
Well, pretty incredible, Kevin, to see the strides that he's made as a 3-point shooter. 20% his first 2 years at Carolina, and now a 42% shooter on the season. had a monster December shooting the ball.
In a couple years in North Carolina, only attempted like 39
low volume.
threes, and now he's really just completely changing that narrative.
Well, clearly Dusty May has infused both Elliot Cadeau, Yaxel Lendeborg with the confidence to let it go from three.
Yeah, he can make plays, no question about it. He is the key to this team.
Michigan already in the bonus. Here comes Boyd. Garlock tried to get free. Mara on him.
Lendeborg so good helping out, too. Look at him around here. Plays his guy, always digging.
Here they go. Look at the switching and very active defense of Michigan. Shot clock at 5 in the corner, high and thrown away over the head of Rhodey.
Nobody made the attack move to crack this defense. But give it to Michigan. They really stepped it up, got them confused.
They overwhelmed Wisconsin with pressure there on that possession. The Badgers never able to get to their stuff. Whether it's Roddy Gale, you've got Burnett there, there's Lendeborg flying through, and you've got a freshman on the road, up 3, playing some monster minutes. He throws it into the stands.
And only the Badgers' first turnover in the last 19 minutes of the game.
Lendeborg, a great D. Look at this settle.
Wow. The game at 65.
Go under at your own peril, Raph.
He has some budget, that kid. He has stepped it up.
17 second-half points for Elliot Cadeau.
Maybe, not a good play. I think Burnett.
Another one.
Yeah. Trying to crack him. With Mara on the floor, you're going to see more of the pick and pop, I think.
Elliot Cadeau, Nick Boyd, you aren't going under. I know that you're concerned about the way that he's gotten to the rim, but we talked about how good he's been from 3. Elliot Cadeau has both those facets going now.
Burnett picked up his second. 17 second-half points, and we're not even 7 minutes into the second half.
How about trying to get the ball in with this guy on the baseline? It's incredible.
It's like the old Ohio State with Costa Koufis and those guys.
Look at this. Close the timeout.
Badgers call time. Elliot Cadeau has led the charge for the second-ranked Wolverines to tie Wisconsin.
Close start to his career, but how about this year? He's been really, really good.
And how about that Indiana football team?
Thanks, Ralph.
What about Elliot Cadeau?
Yeah, he's been great, no question. Empty side, very clever with that little release. He can go either way, strong, great catalyst. You back off, he can step, get them organized, and drill that 3. He's been a big factor in getting back in this game.
We've seen some phenomenal second-half shooting by these teams. Wisconsin 10 of 11, 8 of 9 on threes. Michigan 8 of 9 overall, 5 of 5 Cadeau.
Oscar's back on the floor now in the pick and poppy. Mara's staying a little closer though.
Blackwell trying to hold on to it. Shot clock at 2.
That looked good.
Very close.
They lost control.
Out of bounds. It's off Michigan.
Yeah.
Look, Michigan has not had great awareness of these Wisconsin bigs. And with Winter and Bilyauskis, they can shoot it. Axel going up, and that's clearly off the knee.
Boy, he guards, though. He does a lot of things for Michigan.
Wisconsin plus 18 points, shooting 3s.
Empty side here if he wants.
Look at Mara, a little bit more at the level of the screen.
That's so, more so.
There's the switch.
Blackwell, 3. Good! Another one.
Dance, prance, deliver.
And down low, Mara. Bielowski
Nice cut.
will try to defend. Good pass inside.
block.
Torn away by Winter.
Going Winter again, not fouling, but being right where he needs to be. The help defense from the Badgers on point.
Here's what, he fouled. Silly. He had what he wanted. Just be patient. Wiped out Cadeau.
Well, so much for the doing a good job of not fouling thing. You're right, Raph. He's got it, and it's just it's a little bit overdone. Cadeau probably sells it a little bit. That's just kind of a silly foul there from Nolan Winter.
One of the conference's best rebounders. Has 7 double-doubles. Oh, nice spin move right to the hole. Pretty move, twirling Gale.
He does that beautiful as well as most.
How about the play design? Fake that handoff, and you got the whole right side to get your game on.
And look at him taking the course here.
Here's Boyd. He'll take it up and
how about
he
that?
puts it through.
How hot kiss with Mara Lumen.
Wisconsin has not had a signature win this season. Could today be it against number 2?
How about this
Matt
kid?
Cadeau, he will see that shot go in and bring him to within 1.
His read with Mara away, knew it was wide open at the
And
rim.
honestly, I thought Nick Boyd got away with one there. He had 2 hands on Cadeau as he shot it.
John Blackwell. Vandenborg is on him.
Rody's on the floor. Oh,
he called it out.
silly.
They called it travel.
That's 2 now that Cadeau has caught. Pesky. It's like working with Kevin. You get a little frustrated once in a while. A little bit of a discard. How about this? Big time effort on both ends. Here's your guy.
The guards with the handle on this one, and Cadeau showing why with another good move. CBS Sports College Basketball coverage is sponsored by Capital One. What's in your wallet? Claude, the AI for problem solvers. And by Ford Blue Cruise hands-free highway driving. We're cruising right along here in Ann Arbor. Wisconsin handed number 2 Michigan at the time its first loss of the 2019 season. Wolverines were 17-0 coming in. Ethan App 26 and 10 boards for the Badgers. And right now, Wisconsin playing again number 2 Michigan, 14-0 unbeaten on the road, and they've weathered the storm and have taken a lead.
Well, what do you think, Raf? First to 95 wins?
Yeah,
both teams shooting over 53% from the field. It has been offensive basketball here in Ann Arbor.
They have 10 wins, 20 points plus. You mentioned these 100-point games. Just extraordinary. But the comeback, Blackwell initially, now Belsauskas starts making those threes. All of a sudden, they got a flow. The counter now with Mara. Let's see if they run that little ball screen drop coverage.
Wolverines off to their best start in 7 seasons. 14-0 coming in with the move right here.
That's that same play, Raf. Fake the DHO, and then you've got the whole side.
Would you be upset if I said I thought he walked?
No, I
actually thought he
shuffled the feet.
Yeah, on that turn.
Vandenborg's got 10. He averages 15.
He's taken up the gauntlet here with Boyd.
He sure has.
Mentioned his defensive ability.
Brody in the corner. That's a 3. With a miss. On the rebound.
You think he can bite you with a 3.
Kaysen, Mara, and Cheddar off the bench. Back in the game for the second time this afternoon. Kaysen. It's the deck. It's a 3 by McKinney. And a rebound by Blackwell.
Blackwell really fronted the post early on to set up that trip.
Got some help from Janicki in there too, but he was battling Yaxel.
Halfway through the second half. With a drive inside. Boyd, nice defense, altered the shot. Kaysen the other way.
Mara runs right to the rim, and there's a problem.
Well, Michigan hasn't gotten anything in transition, and they're a top 20 team nationally at getting out and going.
It's a 3. Vandenborg can't get it. And saved by Cheddar. Took one in the chops. And Boyd picked it up.
They worked hard, Wisconsin, on that balance. They talked about it. Greg said before the game, we got to get back.
Nick Boyd, the red shirt, 6th year senior from Garnerville, New York. And he picks up his 3rd.
Yeah, you see kind of like that knee to knee, it looked like. I think Boyd a little bit catching his breath too. Certainly you can, the game inside the game, tricks of the trade. You just lay there, catch your breath, and he just gave Greg Gard the thumbs up.
27 minutes thus far. Going to get a little bit of a blow. Boy, this puts a little more pressure on. I think Blackwell will end up the point.
Yeah, he's going to have to make plays here, Raf. Totally agree.
Cheddar will be at the line, 17 of 19 this season. And he gets the first one to go. As Dusty May was saying, we had to convince him to stay for a grad season. He's now pursuing his master's, but he is the voice in our locker room.
Well, think about the sweat equity that he's got in this program. First 2 years, things go sideways, and then you get to the tournament last season, make a Sweet 16, and now you're playing on the number 2 team in the country. He's a great story.
Absolutely. Dusty's a keeper. He'll be here a long time, of course. And Cheddar's one of those guys he really likes because of his spirit. Oh, another silly foul.
Oh, my goodness.
Now, that's a crowd call. It was a foul, but until the crowd responded, right?
Totally.
Goodness.
Wisconsin has had some silly turnovers and offensive fouls here.
Well, this is number 4.
Yeah, Rhodey's got 4, right?
I mean, that's
You just don't need to discard,
No.
right? But credit Roddy Gale for going and picking up, and that's all it is being up there.
Badgers have had 4 second-half turnovers. Michigan, none so far here in the second half.
They're getting a nice blow right now as well.
Gale with the defense of Blackwell there.
So good
nice.
to the rim.
Boyd had it.
Oh, good save.
Hillington.
Good communication.
But you don't see Roddy Gale miss looks like that at the rim.
Having a hard time getting by midcourt. Carrington will get it from Boyd. Beats the double.
They are all over. Never leave your feet.
Blackwell will drive. Bumping inside on McKinney.
And I'll tell you, he took that hit to control his body. He's got to take over right now. There's Boyd on the floor, helpful too. But this is just great communication.
Quite the effort there from Carrington. And then Matt Painter, I think, said it best a week ago, where it's just when you play against somebody. John Blackwell was going through the struggles. He looks like a different player today, Raph.
Absolutely sensational. He's the one that got him back in this game. Mixed up with the dribble drive, occasional 3.
Winner back in. McKinney picked up his 3rd. Blackwell at the line for the Badgers.
He was too good a player to go through the struggles that he was going through for all that much longer. And it was just a matter of time. Clearly, he's gotten right. He's got 3 30-point games this year. He can really score it.
He's got 22 right now, 6 in the second half after a 16-point first half. Kaysen, cross court.
Nice double tick, almost.
Off the fingertips of the leaping Carrington.
Boy, how about Carrington in to take away the roll, but then out to take away the 3. That was textbook help defense in the ball screen.
Michigan led by 14. Badgers came back with a flurry of 3s to lead by 6. 3 ties, 2 lead changes. We're approaching 8.5 to go in the half.
Dusty's buying time now with this group on the floor. A lot of rest for his 8 players.
Oh, everything but the finish.
Mason felt the defense there. Boyd the other way. Carrington on the wing. And Johnson back out on Boyd. Bill, you mentioned this earlier. It's been that way.
Tough match, really. Johnson stays at home, but doesn't let Boyd get it back.
Janicki, Boyd. They'll make the move.
Pretty.
Take it inside.
And that's the lift of the set. Gorgeous opportunity. Off the bounce.
Boyd's got 20.
How about using the other side of the basket, too? Using that rim for a little bit of protection.
Nice pass.
With a stutter step and a drive inside, looking for Mraz Johnson. And it's tucked in away. A foul was called. It's on the Badgers. Boyd picks up his 3rd. Wisconsin going in there. On top, 75-73. Challenged today here in Ann Arbor.
Well, it's been quite a game plan from Wisconsin. They had to make 3s. They've made 14 of them. How about the job Elliot Cadeau has done of steadying the ship here in the second half, Raph?
And he's gotten rest now. Pretty good use of the TV timeout, getting their mainstays back in the game in Michigan. But counting the other side, Ilauskas resting.
Yeah.
He's got the 3. At what point do you bring him back?
Boy, would not have thought that was going to be said to be important before this game, but it was just a matter of time before the big fella started playing a little bit better. And how about bringing it on the road against the number 2 team in the country?
I think his family's home praying that they bring Mara back in. That match,
Please, more drop coverage,
right?
please.
So you get some separation.
That's right.
At the free throw line, Mraz Johnson. Wisconsin today plus 21 points shooting 3s, and the Wolverines are plus 7, now plus 8 points and 8 attempts at the line over the Badgers.
Now you think about, though, what Michigan has done so well on the year. Fast break points, they have 7. They average 17. Now, the points in the paint certainly in the second half have increased, but only a 32-24 advantage. Some of the places that they've blitzkrieg teams, they haven't had it like that today, Ralph.
And now you got Zach Kinzinger in the game. I've been struggling with all these.
He's a freshman.
And they think a lot of him. Scored over 2,000 points in high school. Not afraid of taking shots either. Hasn't shot it great.
His brother, a really good player at Illinois.
Yes.
Johnny, I think.
Yeah.
It's Blackwell.
Right, look at him get over. He's really.
Right.
That was excellent.
job. Terrific.
Yaxel with the little dig. He's always a presence on the defensive end.
Roddy Gale blowing up this ball screen, staying step for step with Blackwell.
Look at Yaxel.
That's exactly right, Ref. The help from Yaxel. Really good defensive possession by the Michigan Wolverines.
He's magnificent on that end of the floor. Very heady.
He is the sixth man for the Wolverines, Gale. Vandenborg on top. There's the screen, the feed. Outside, on top.
Nice get back.
On the corner. It's a three. It won't drop on a miss right there by McKinney.
That's got to go on that kind of play.
It's the basketball gods letting it down. That should have went in.
Beautiful execution.
How about Braden Carrington sticking his nose in there, and that easily could have been a second chance for Michigan. Made something happen with his effort.
Badgers have lost 4 consecutive games overall to the Wolverines over the years. There's a challenge by the Badgers.
Michigan's coach calls timeout to challenge the out-of-bounds ruling.
I guess the question is, did Carrington knock it out of bounds? You know, he was in the vicinity here.
It was a Michigan challenge.
He blew it out of bounds earlier.
Yeah, I thought they'd be talking about the initial tip, but they might be talking about that right there.
Premature whistle. It's like the lights going out at midnight.
Michigan with the challenge.
Boy, watch the hand here of Braden Carrington. It looks like he's what's giving this ball momentum as he knocks this out. I think it's clear that it's off him, but Raph, the question is, does Morez Johnson touch it? We'll find out here.
The call's been overturned. It's going to be Michigan's ball. 7:17 on the game clock. They keep their timeout and also keep their challenge.
I think it's clear that Braden Carrington hits that ball, but Morez Johnson
it hadn't touched out of bounds
boy,
yet.
If we let this roll here.
They're going to let it roll. Look at this now. Well, it was on the line there.
So it was. So it's all good.
No argument.
Good challenge there by Dusty May.
It's Burnett and Kinzinger's on him.
Well, Wisconsin has been on some of these Michigan under out of bounds. They were really concerned about it pregame.
Gale right through traffic. It's a three. No, off the rim. Burnett can't get it. Wisconsin does. And Blackwell snares the loose ball.
How tough was he in traffic there? Johnson all over him.
Michigan running some really good offense, but just not able to get these shots to fall.
Again, look at all the action out the perimeter. Sets up some action on the bounce or a slip.
For the lead, Winter.
Nice
rebound, Carrington parachuting in, fouled as he flew.
How alert was he on that one? Just one rebound a game he gets.
Boy, Michigan's awareness of Wisconsin shooters on the perimeter needs to be better.
We have to look at our Discover Big Ten Conference update.
Like Braden Smith, how about breaking Cassius Winston's record?
Did you ever think when he was a freshman?
No, I mean, I thought he'd be a good player. He's a top probably 3 or 4 player at Purdue ever.
Now the next question, next level.
I think he plays. Yes, I think he
gotta find the place for him.
He's too efficient, effective. Yeah, absolutely. Now, how about Nebraska? Another monster win for them today on the road in Bloomington.
Vandenborg picked up his 3rd foul.
One of the great guys in the business.
Yes, Fred's off.
Yep. It's Cadeau. Began in the first 7 minutes of the second half with 17 Michigan points.
Look at the closeout, and he read it.
Cadeau with a head fake and a feed inside. And there's Johnson. Winter defending. Winter knocked it away and drew the foul.
4, I think, if I'm not mistaken, is it?
This ball from Michigan has started to pop here. Touch the paint, extra pass. Now you just never get squared up. Wisconsin was never able to catch up, always being in rotation there. And there's the clear foul. Winter, that's a big one. Wisconsin's got some legitimate foul issues here.
Winner number 3, Johnson at the line.
Yeah, Boyd and Rhodey with 4 each.
One of 6 unbeaten teams in the country. The Michigan Wolverines have trailed by as many as 6, led by as many as 14. Can tie it again. We've had 4 ties in this game.
I mean, this is the best by far Wisconsin has played against a ranked opponent on the year. 3 games against ranked teams this season. They've lost by an average of 24 a game.
And they're coming off their best performance in a win against UCLA on Tuesday.
Greg was saying we need some quality wins. This is certainly one of them to enhance their cause.
A signature win if they can
absolutely.
do it. If they can do it. And the foul troubles right there for the Badgers.
There you go, 500 in this league. You're getting into the tournament.
Ilgauskas, a lot of threes in a row early on, huge. And here's Blackwell.
But Mara covering.
He'll penetrate and feed.
I thought he traveled.
He came down, yeah.
Barrington, shot clock at 4, flies in. Mara knocks it away.
Wow.
And a whistle and a foul.
He's pretty good standing up straight and giving ground as well. Boy, it is so hard to get anything around the rim with him.
So much size.
You play Michigan, the drive's not for you, right? It's a great drive, but you've got to spray it for somebody else. I think they did get away with the travel.
Mara picks up number 2.
I think Mara's got he's going straight up there. He's got a legit case.
Badgers have not won here since 2020. Carrington. Catch JT Toppin and the 14th ranked Texas Tech Red Raiders. They'll take on the Colorado Buffaloes in a Big 12 showdown tonight, 7 Eastern, over on CBS Sports Network.
Big thing defensively now, contain Cadeau. Don't let him get in the lane and be creative.
Brandenburg, Blackwell.
Offense. No.
Hitting hard.
Wow. Woo. He laid the wood, I thought.
He lowered his shoulder.
He's got 12. Full court again by the Wolverines.
Brandenburg all over Blackwell. Trying to take away vision. I think you've got to drive with the big guy outside like this.
Look at where their offense is. Michigan's pressure definitely affecting the Badgers.
Winners, shot clock at 7. Blackwell drives. Johnson there over. And he hits it.
That is big time.
Blackwell's got 24.
The spot delivered.
5 to play in regulation. Brandenburg outside. Burnett. A fake, a drive, a screen, and a flush.
How about Maher?
Made the play.
He just took his guy, put him under the rim.
That roll and replace, when you got the roller and Nimari Burnett playing behind, that is a tough cover.
Blackwell again takes it in. What a knock away by Lendeborg.
He is a terrific defender. All aspects of the game. Like little guys, big guys. And how about this presence? The length, contributing, solid.
Well, you think there's some rim protection out there with Lendeborg, Johnson, and Mara?
Well, you were talking about the percentage at the rim. It's impossible to get an easy one.
There's a reason they lead the league in blocks.
Out of length, here comes Boyd back in. 4 fouls, and he's going to come in with 4:40 to go. And that means Gale's in there, and they take out the big man Mara.
I think because Boyd's back in.
Yeah, I agree.
Right?
And that pick and pop, Ilgauskas on the floor, the drop coverage, it's the way he shot it and the way Boyd can facilitate. I agree with you.
4.5 to go. Boyd with the ball, tied at 81. The screen, the drive, and up. And a foul.
Right away. Little magic in that game. They know he's going left consistently. Been able to turn the corner. He's great, Robbie, taking a hit, too.
A lot of quad 1 games this season, but with not a win, Robbie.
Well, this would, without question, be the signature win. And for a Wisconsin team that sits at 10-5, 2-2 in the Big Ten, and there's so many freshmen on this group. You've got a point guard that's brand new to the program. Even though he's played at FAU for Dusty May, played at San Diego State for Brian Dutchert, Nick Boyd has played for good people. It can take a little bit of time, guys, for that to gel, and we're seeing Wisconsin gel here today before our eyes.
Yep, Boyd for Wisconsin, played for May in the Final Four season for FAU. A terrific marriage and a great deal of respect for both.
No doubt. A really good substitution here.
Greg's real smart, real smart.
Got your bucket, get him out, get to the under 4.
We read this before.
Underboard.
Reminds you of last year, 4 and 5 screener from another, right?
Big ball screen.
Wolf and Vlad.
It's Cadeau with a fake and a feed. Gale 3.
Oh, that was all set up by Cadeau, though. He just froze the D. Big-time delivery, Davari.
Let's remember that basket. It's given Michigan a 1-point lead. The crowd on their feet, 4 to go.
Much more honest defensively now. You got to be creative with the bounce.
Blackwell got him to jump. Oh, what a fake, and he finished.
Nobody at the rim.
But just playing off 2 feet, you've got multiple guys flying by you. That's a veteran take from John Blackwell.
Blackwell with 26, Boyd with 22. In the corner, open 3. Burnett, no. Rebound winner, couldn't get it, but inside Carrington does.
But an aggressive rebound, too.
He's done that all game. Carrington flying around. Michigan continues to get good looks, and they just haven't been able to knock a ton of them down from the perimeter.
Great execution, you're right. This is without Boyd, so it's a little jumbled up right now.
Renner's on top, shot clock down to 7. Blackwell with it, got the screen, sets in the air, here's a 3. And it's a rebound by Carrington in the corner. That's good! Rody puts it down.
How about that kid? He plays, he hustles.
His first basket of the game.
What a time for it.
20 at 3 of the year.
Vandenborg again. Here's Cadeau. Drives on Carrington. Screened by Johnson. Loose inside. Picked up by Wisconsin.
He doesn't make many mistakes. Leaving his feet. Costly.
Look at that. Look at the shooting percentage from 3 for the season and what it is today.
This Badger offense, man, and what a time for Rody to step up and make one. They've made 15 threes here this afternoon.
Michigan just had their first turnover this half, seconds ago. A spin move, Blackwell, he's free for 3. Rebound inside. It's corralled there by Vandenborg. Look at him gallop the other way. It's Gale, it's a 3. Rebound winner.
What a push from Yaxel.
Great look. I was looking down to see if it was Burnett shooting it on this side. He leaks, not a good foul.
Vandenborg.
Yeah, Roddy known for his driving ability. Only 31% from 3. Got a good look.
This has got to be a surprise all over the landscape of college basketball. Undefeated in number 2, Michigan at home. Losing by 4. 2 to go on CBS. Number 2 Michigan has had some close games this season. They won by 1 in overtime against Wake Forest off a missed tip. The very next game, TCU missed a shot to tie with 22 seconds left in regulation. And on Tuesday, they won by 2 at Penn State on a potential game-winning 3 that went astray, and they held on for their 14th win of the season.
Well, you know, the close games early, then they decided they liked winning by 30, and now they've kind of come back to it, Raph, with that Penn State one, and here we go again.
Won by 30 points, 8 times. It's just unbelievable what we're able to do. But this is all good for tournament time. Different style of play.
They need to be tested, you're right.
In games decided by 4 points or fewer for the Wolverines, Michigan has won their last 14 in a row.
Well, and Raph, I think this just screams how good the scouting is in the Big Ten. And you get the conference play, it's a different beast.
They know everything about one another.
Vandenborg picked up by Winner.
Point forward mentality now.
Good job by Rody running after Burnett and then taking away the back cut.
This is tough for Winter to guard the bounce here.
Rody again on the help.
It's Cadeau. It's a 3. Cadeau, no.
Textbook defensive possession for the Badgers.
And also inferior offense.
And playing with such confidence, you can see it in the way they're moving around. Empowered Blackwell through traffic and a foul.
Axel couldn't get away from him. Good play. Blackwell.
4-point game, send them to the line. That's not what you want if you're Michigan. That stop and start, though, is hard to deal with.
Vandenborg, number 4.
He's a tough match for him, too.
Yeah.
Gives up a couple inches. Good with the bounce as well.
Blackwell with a 1-and-1. 4 of 5 from the line. You may remember his dad, Glenn Blackwell, who played at Illinois back in the 80s.
Boy.
Rim out, they missed 2 now.
83%
out
too.
there. You don't want to leave the door open for a team like Michigan.
Burnett.
Out of attack.
Gale, he'll take it inside, deep, a lot of traffic.
That's his game. That's his game.
Oh, he went through Bilyowskis.
He did. He liked the match. He had the power. Big time delivery at the end.
All right, Raph, a little more than a minute to go in regulation. Wisconsin by 2.
And Mara back on the floor, and Robbie, I think that's good for Wisconsin.
Yeah, the pick and pop, totally.
They get the jumper. Also, they can turn the corner and be creative as he trails the play.
Well, and if it's late in the shot clock, you have to assume under 5, Michigan will switch 5 ways in those situations. You get Blackwell, you get Boyd, you can put Mara on an island.
And they really, foul trouble. They really haven't done a good job, Wisconsin, of screening and slipping with that switching defense. And that could be prominent.
Boyd's got it.
Boy, some creative footwork there from Boyd.
Brody had the big 3 moments ago.
Got to go over the top here.
Ooh, man.
Ooh,
That
wow.
That will not be on Wikipedia's press break. Good.
No, ping-ponging all over the floor, but they got it across. The shot clock is at 8.
Don't reach in.
Boyd on the fly. May have been
Gotta
over.
go.
It's Rudy. Desperation 3. Missed it all. Now for the tie. No!
Gotta wipe it off. Gotta wipe it off.
Sure did. Nope.
Gotta wipe it off.
If Mara's back home, that's an elite play.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
playing overseas, they would teach that 100%.
How about the ability to get to the rim, Gale, though?
Boy,
I'll tell you what, now.
It's getting a little close there. They're hanging off, and
We're going to look at
they're
it.
going to take a look.
Yeah, they should.
It isn't over the cone when he touches it.
It's falling off.
Maybe a
Yep.
little clearer,
Yep.
that shot. The other shot looked clean,
Yeah,
didn't it?
from the backboard. Boy, it's a heck of an effort, regardless, by Mara there.
How do you change that? I don't know. But how about his ability to run the floor? He
He from
couldn't do that
7-3, unbelievable.
early last year. He couldn't.
He's worked on his body a lot.
has.
Previous calls being reviewed for basket interference goaltending.
This thing is hanging on there, Raph, and certainly the question is going to be, does that thing come off? This is why the refs get paid the big bucks.
Absolutely. Straight, you don't want to go on the limb.
I
Right?
know, man.
I don't know how you change it.
Agreed, it would be hard to overturn. Now, you play in EuroLeague or overseas, they'd be saying this is a definite good bucket. But here in the States,
Great effort by him, though.
There was,
Didn't give
wasn't
up on the play at all. And Gale is so punishing. Wow. They're going back for another menu here.
I thought they had the decision, and now, like you said, they're going back
Take
once
one
again.
more look.
Yeah, how about that? Badgers are 10-5. Wolverines unbeaten, 14-0. Top 5 teams: Arizona, Michigan, Iowa State, UConn, and Purdue. Wolverines number 2, number 1 net.
After review, the call basket interference is going to stand. No basket.
And it's a 2-point Wisconsin lead still.
Tough to change.
yeah, so close.
Yeah.
You think of that cylinder that's going straight up from the rim. Is that ball hanging over the top of it? I'm glad that we don't have to decide.
No, what a great.
Thank you, Randy Richardson,
Yeah.
for doing the work.
This pressure's been effective.
Yes,
you got
it has.
Maurer on the ball. You can run it.
Boy, the question is, do you foul? You're down 2. There's a 5-second differential here. If you play it down and they score, the game's over.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you get a stop, you've got a shot
Maybe-
to tie or win the game.
Maybe 2 traps.
Yeah, I think you're aggressive, and I think I like extending the game, but every coach is different.
Well, they got it right where they want him.
Yeah, coffin
Timeout.
Yeah. Boy,
Wisconsin's got 1 left. Michigan's got 2 timeouts.
well, you get the ball in that corner. Call the parlor. Say a prayer.
UCR reset with the Badgers having lost 4 consecutive games to Michigan. Haven't won here since 2020. 2-point lead against the second-ranked team in the country. Another inbound opportunity.
This is where the guards, you got to really want it here. You can't run the baseline. You've got to die Mara on the basketball. This is not an easy pass here.
And they run it out.
Look at that. Cadeau almost got it.
What a catch.
That's a foul.
Carrington going out.
Cadeau.
Receiver.
Well, it's football season. That's right. Is that interference?
It looked like Jordan Love.
Wow. What a great point. They had all 4 on the floor up at this end. What a great ploy and preparation by Greg Gard and his kids.
I hope it's not Jordan Love tonight, I would say. But,
well, as a Bears fan.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. So now it's a 1-1, and
well, they didn't get the steal, they didn't get the trap, but they stopped the clock.
Totally. Yeah. It's really not that bad.
Carrington 6 of 8 from the line.
Michigan's holding those 2 fouls.
That took some guts from Wisconsin. Throw it deep. Ooh, not easy.
That's one of those who wants to take it out.
That's
not
right.
Me,
Yeah.
Grant Hill's busy today.
He was pretty good at that pass.
2 beauties.
Don't need a 3. Just have to get something fast.
Go at it.
It's Cadeau. And winner there. And a timeout taken by Michigan. They've got 1 left. Badgers have 1. Wolverines down by 4 at home. This has been as good a college game as we've seen this season.
It's been fun. You've been at a few too. But even numbers, go for the 2. You may end up getting a 3 if they collapse somehow, but get the 2, get your press set. And again, they've been terrific in the press, but diffused by that great outlook.
Well, I just think with the way that Michigan has been able to touch the paint and have had open shots from 3, if you have the layup, take it. If they converge, you're spraying it out.
And you got 2 great drivers in Cadeau and Gale.
I put Yaxel in that category too.
Yeah, as a 3rd, no question.
Cadeau will inbound. 1 timeout apiece. And Boyd will be on the ball.
And Johnson on the glass.
Underboard,
play.
side,
Nice play.
Burnett, 3, no, short, out, and it will be...
They're saying that was
It's
tipped by
Michigan's
Wisconsin.
ball, yes.
That was an awesome play.
It was a great play for the 3.
Michigan's ball.
And Wisconsin, the players want to. They're saying Greg Gard is kind of shaking his head. Now they're taking a look. Refs giving them some time.
They give it, yeah.
Smart substitution to kind of take a little more there by Wisconsin.
Smart by Greg.
Yeah.
And the officials were good too.
Yeah, they're supposed to give time on the plays when they're looking at.
So they're not looking at it. They must have looked already.
Yeah. But does this touch the fingertips of Carrington? Hard to tell.
Cadeau to inbound. Perez Johnson, winner on him. Here's Burnett. Plenty of time on the clock.
And Boyd right there on D. Big rebound. Well, they're going to stay right here.
The block out from
with
Blackwell.
Johnson. Yeah, you got to stick him. Such a big, wide body at the rim.
That goes on John Blackwell.
I love Boyd's closeout, though.
Now Blackwell's just fighting for his life down there.
That's his 3rd. 2 shots coming up.
Boy, he smoked Perez Johnson. House there.
Shot.
Underboard from the line this afternoon. 3 of 3.
85 for the year.
He's played a lot with that calf today. It's not wrapped though now. It was earlier, and he took the wrap off. It looks like maybe at the half.
He moved well. Practicing yesterday.
Yeah. At the USC, he was definitely moving gingerly. A little bit at Penn State. He's looked healthier today.
Navarro coming in for big on the ball, I would assume.
Trying to make it a 2-point game.
Ooh.
Back iron.
It's tough to get the vision. Oh, no, he's back all the way because they can run the baseline.
It's not like Perez Johnson on the ball as a slouch.
Yeah, that's true. Not as much of a step down.
Blackwell.
Oh, what a tough pass.
Carrington. Oh, he's in a straight jacket. He tried to get it away, did, and was fouled.
Boy, he hit that thing really strong with the ball.
Great
kind of a hand grenade pass up the floor.
Yeah, left him out.
A little uncomfortable.
Left him out to dry, and this is just good footwork. Didn't really quite get it where he wanted to get through, but pretty good effort.
Boy, not a high volume of foul shots. 7 of 10 coming in. On the season, he's 8 of 10 from the line. He's had a heck of a game. He's got 9 rebounds, 4 assists.
Carrington. Wow, barely hit the rim.
Well, now if you're Wisconsin, you've got to have a conversation of if he makes this, do you foul?
Anything under 5, I would think about it.
Yeah. Got to get on the same page, though.
What kind of pressure do you use as well?
I like picking up and at least trying to turn.
Right.
Turn Cadeau.
Or get Cadeau away from the ball.
Braden Carrington. 3-point game. 9.6 to go.
Greg's moving them up a little bit. Pass him, I would think.
It's Cadeau. Wenderborg. And Keogh, 3, no. Rebound, tap in, no. Johnson, zeros on the clock. Wisconsin with the upset. Wisconsin has beaten number 2 Michigan.
Pretty good D, forcing Gale to be the guy to shoot it. Great cover, great pressure. Oh, who would have thought? Not making threes coming in and lighting it up.
A signature win for the Badgers. And Michigan has lost their first game of the season.
Well, don't look now, but Wisconsin coming off the UCLA game, they go on the road, they get number 2. And if you're Michigan, Ronnie Gale from 3 is probably the last option on the floor you want.
And it happened twice.
Yeah. What a win for Wisconsin. So many guys, whether it's Braden Carrington, Bieljauskas with the 3s, Nolan Winter, Blackwell and Boyd phenomenal. What a team win.
Absolutely. You were saying, are there 2 guys you can count on or 3? It seems like they got 4 and 5 now.
Today.
And this builds your confidence as a team and a program.
No one saw Bieljauskas coming up, putting in 17 points, 5 threes, a lot in the second half. He's a freshman, and he really put out the effort today.
On the season, Raph, 1 game in double figures, 1 of his last 11 from 3 coming in. But hey, you see the ball go through the net.
You start feeling pretty good.
You start feeling really good.
Wow. And this is a taste of what the Final Four March is all about. One of the best conferences in the country, number 2 and undefeated at home against the Wisconsin Badgers. And the Badgers with one of the biggest upsets this season so far, 91-88 over the Wolverines. For Bill Raftery, Robbie Hummel, and our crew, Kevin Harlan saying good afternoon from Ann Arbor. We'll take you to Adam Zucker, Clark Kellogg, and Wally Zerbiak for Inside College Basketball presented by Progressive. You've been watching NCAA Men's Basketball on CBS.
All right, Kevin, what an upset by Wisconsin as we welcome you to Inside College Basketball presented by Progressive Insurance. Adam Zucker, Clark Kellogg, Wally Zerbiak. How surprised are you as Wisconsin holds on for this win?
Well, let me quote our colleague, John Rothstein. It's not anarchy. It's just college basketball.
I'll appreciate that.
It's true.
Okay, Wally.
I am definitely very surprised, but in conference play, anything can happen. And how about the quality of offense by both teams? I know some people are going to say, nobody wanted to play defense in that second half, but when you have teams that can stretch you from the outside, knock down threes, which started with Bieljauskas hitting those 5 threes, which really opened up the floor for Boyd to drive to the basket. What a performance by the Badgers. I mean, this is a team that's been really up and down. Bieljauskas was 4 for 26 in his last couple games, and he goes 5 for 10 today. When you, as a shooter, see that first one go down, the floodgates can absolutely open. And that's what happened for this Wisconsin team. 15 for 33 from the three-point line. What was most impressive to me, guys, is the fact that when they got the lead, they didn't back down. They just kept the throttle on the gas and kept shooting those threes. And what a performance by these 2 stars, just bringing it big time on CBS.
Yeah, anytime you're going to beat a team that's highly favored and as good as Michigan in their building, you've got to have tremendous execution and shot making, because that's what you need. We knew they were going to have to make threes. That's when they played their best, the Badgers, and they got contributions from everybody, a surprise from Bieljauskas, but nonetheless, they did what they needed to do to give themselves a chance.
Yes, and they beat Michigan, first loss for Michigan this year, and it's also the first time ever that Michigan loses at home as a top 2 team against an unranked squad. They had been 41-0 otherwise. Speaking of undefeated,